The last drink. The club pulsed with energy, a swirling mix of flashing lights, pounding bass, and a sea of people lost in the music. For Sophie, it was supposed to be just another night out with her friends. She clutched her glass, laughing at something her best friend Emma had said. The world seemed perfectly ordinary until it wasn't. The moment she sipped her latest drink, something shifted. Her head grew foggy, the lights sharper, the music distant and echoing. She shook it off, attributing it to the strong cocktail she'd ordered earlier. "Are you okay?" Emma asked, her brow furrowed. "I'm fine," Sophie said, though her words felt slow and clumsy, like they didn't belong to her. The night wore on, but Sophie's behaviour became stranger. She stumbled over her words, slurred sentences that made little sense, and her movements became erratic. The usually composed and witty Sophie was now a pale imitation of herself. "Something's not right," Emma whispered to their friend Chloe. "I think someone spiked her drink," Chloe replied, watching Sophie sway on her feet. This story follows two sliding door moments, Path 1 and Path 2. Path 1. Leaving alone. Sophie grew impatient as her friends insisted she sit down and drink water. "I'm fine," she mumbled, stumbling toward the exit. "Sophie, wait! Let us take you home," Emma pleaded, grabbing her arm, but Sophie yanked her arm free. "You're overreacting. I just need air," she snapped, staggering out of the club. The cold night air hit her like a slap, but it didn't clear her mind. The streetlights blurred into long glowing streaks, and the muffled sounds of the city felt miles away. A man standing nearby noticed her. He was unassuming, offering a warm smile. "Are you okay? Need help?" Sophie nodded absently, her instincts dulled by the drug coursing through her veins. The man guided her toward a dark alley under the pretense of calling her a cab. He suddenly pushed her against the wall and proceeded to kiss her. In normal circumstances, Sophie would have pushed him away, but her arms were weak and she felt powerless to stop him. So he kissed her. He put one hand on her neck and the other up her skirt as he guided her slowly to the ground. She was still conscious at this point and couldn't believe that this was happening to her. He pulled down his trousers with one hand as he kissed her forcefully. She felt the cold from the hard concrete floor on her back as they moved to the ground. He proceeded to lay on top of her as he loosened his belt, her mind wavering in and out of reality. It was then that she felt a burst of pain as he entered her with a force that rocked her whole body backwards. Her silent screams unheard saying, "Stop, no, stop." She tried to move, but her body did not respond. A flash of light entered her gaze. It was at this point that she blacked out. Hours later, Emma's frantic calls to Sophie's phone went unanswered. By morning, the headlines would tell a grim story. One of a young woman who vanished into the night, leaving behind only questions and heartbreak. Path 2. Staying with friends. Emma and Chloe refused to let Sophie out of their sight, guiding her to a quieter corner of the club. "Drink this," Emma said, handing Sophie a glass of water. "I told you, I'm fine," Sophie muttered, her words barely coherent. "You're not," Chloe countered firmly. "Someone's done something to your drink and we're not letting you leave alone." Sophie's resistance waned as her legs gave out, and Emma caught her just in time. "We need to get her home," Emma said. The trio left together, Chloe on high alert as they walked to hail a cab. They didn't notice the same man who'd lingered near the entrance earlier, watching Sophie, but when he started toward them, Chloe spotted him. "Hey, back off!" Chloe yelled, her voice loud enough to draw attention from others nearby. The man hesitated, retreating into the shadows. The cab driver, a kind, older man, helped them get Sophie into the car. "Good thing you stuck with her," he said, glancing at the pale girl in the rearview mirror. When they reached Sophie's apartment, Emma and Chloe stayed with her, ensuring she was safe through the night. By morning, Sophie's haze had cleared enough to piece together fragments of the night before. The thought of what could have happened chilled her. "I owe you both my life," Sophie whispered tearfully. Emma squeezed her hand. "We've always got your back."